Are you looking for the best monitors? In this video we will look at some of the best monitors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. LG 27GR95QEB. The best monitor for Xbox Series S we've tested is the LG 27GR95QEB. It's a high-end gaming monitor with excellent picture quality and fantastic gaming performance. It can take full advantage of what the Xbox Series S offers because it's a 1440p display with HDMI 2.1 bandwidth, and there aren't any compatibility issues with the console. While this monitor is designed for PC gaming due to its 240Hz refresh rate, it still has a fast response time with 120Hz and 60Hz signals, but there's some overshoot at lower refresh rates that results in inverse ghosting. You can also consider the Corsair Xenion 27QHD240 if you want something with less overshoot at 60Hz, but it has higher input lag instead. Another advantage of the LG is that it displays perfect blacks in dark rooms. This means it's ideal for darkroom gaming, and there isn't any blooming around bright objects. However, it doesn't perform as well in bright rooms because it has low peak brightness, which isn't enough to fight glare, so if you want to take full advantage of the monitor, it's best to use it in a dark environment. At number 2. LG 27GP850B/27GP83BB. If you don't need anything fancy and want to save money, check out the LG 27GP850B, which is also available as the 27GP83BB at different retailers, and both offer the same excellent gaming performance for the Series S. It has a lower refresh rate than the LG 27GR83QB, but considering the console can't take advantage of either monitor's max refresh rate, this doesn't make a difference. It doesn't have HDMI 2.1 bandwidth either, but it works well with the console, as you can play 1440p games at any frame rate without issue. It also has VRR support to reduce screen tearing, and motion looks smooth thanks to its fast response time at 120Hz and 60Hz. The 27GP850B variant has a backlight strobing feature to further improve the appearance of motion by reducing persistence blur, but it only works with 120Hz signals and not 60Hz. While the 27-inch screen size is good to use with a 1440p resolution as it has good pixel density and image sharpness, if you want a bigger monitor, consider the LG 32GP850B. However, it costs more for minimal difference in performance. At number 3. AOC Q27G3XMN. If you're looking for a budget-friendly monitor for your Xbox Series S, check out the AOC Q27G3XMN. It's an excellent gaming option that delivers better picture quality than most other low-cost monitors, but there are some differences with the LG 27GP850B/27GP83BB. While it has a faster overall response time than the LG, it has more black smearing, which is disappointing if you play games with a lot of dark scenes. It also has a noticeable red tint with some settings, so you may have to play around with the settings until you find something you enjoy gaming with. Despite these minor differences, it's still excellent for gaming and supports most signals from the Xbox Series S, except for 4K at 120Hz due to its lack of HDMI 2.1 bandwidth. What makes this such a great monitor is that it has mini LED backlighting, which is something mainly high-end monitors have. Because of this, it has a good local dimming feature that helps it display deep blacks, and it also gets bright enough in HDR to make highlights pop for great picture quality. If you have trouble finding this monitor, you'd have to go for another budget-friendly display that's still excellent for gaming, like the Dell G2724D, but it has worse picture quality. At number 4. Gigabyte GS27QC. If you want something cheap and reliable for gaming, look into the Gigabyte GS27QC. It's different from the AOC Q27G3XMN because it doesn't have mini LED backlighting and has much worse picture quality, but that's expected for most cheap displays. It also has worse motion handling, particularly at 60Hz, but its response time at 120Hz is still good enough for gaming. Besides that, it still has the same compatibility with the console as you can play 1080p or 1440p games up to 120Hz, and it downscales a 4K image. Its VRR support also works with the console. It features a curved screen with narrow viewing angles and terrible ergonomics, which means it's a bad choice for co-op gaming as the image appears washed out from the sides. That said, it has a high native contrast ratio, so while its picture quality isn't as good as the AOC, it still displays deep blacks in dark rooms. However, it doesn't get bright enough to fight glare if you want to use it in a bright room.